hustlers and digital empire builders. It is that time for the Cortez Hustle Show. And today we're talking 10 areas of focus for entrepreneurs in 2022. Happy New Year to you all. It's about to go down, man. We did a show on how exercise can benefit entrepreneurs. We did a show on the brain foods that entrepreneurs should have in their diet regularly. Now we're going to talk about where you should focus your attention if you want to grow and scale your business in 2022. So do me a huge favor, comment in the chat where you're from, drop the name of your business and or your brand, and smash that share button. And let's kick it this morning. Yo, what's up, Ultimate Hustlers, and welcome to the Cortez Hustle Show, the business podcast for the entrepreneur of the 21st century. And I'm your host, Cortez Hustle. Our goal is to give you a behind-the-scenes look at how the world's greatest hustlers build amazing brands, scale their businesses to incredible heights, sell more, make more, and create mass movements that impact the world. It doesn't matter if you're a seasoned vet or you're sitting on the sidelines with aspirations to one day unleash your inner hustle. This show will provide the insights into how pure grit, determination, and hard work has morphed into some of the most iconic brands and personalities and how they are moving the culture forward. You'll get a mix of solo shows featuring yours truly, as well as interviews and content from other hustlers that I either know personally or I've learned from or whose grind I've come to know and respect. And you'll also get exclusive recordings from our membership called Monetize My Life Academy, which you can check out at monetizemylifeacademy.com. That's a program where we go live every month with some of the best hustlers on the planet, sharing best practices on how we all can explode our brands with advanced branding and marketing tactics, business development strategies, and financial game planning necessary to build the empires we all desire. Again, that's at monetizemylifeacademy.com. If you like today's episode, chances are the hustlers you're connected to will like it as well. Share it with those in your network. And when you do, use hashtag Cortez Hustle so I can see you and hopefully give you a shout out and share you in my stories. So check out today's episode and make sure you subscribe to the feed on your favorite podcasting networks. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Cortez Hustle Show. I am, of course, your host, Cortez Hustle, everybody's favorite fatherpreneur, coming to you live and direct from the Black Bed Success Mastermind Studios right here in St. Louis, where we are on a mission to help Black people become the #1 employers of Black people in the next 2 generations. And how do we do that? By focusing on business development, and digital marketing is business development, and we are the best at it, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. We're talking 10 areas of focus for entrepreneurs in 2022. Happy New Year to you all. Do me a huge favor, comment in the chat. Where are you from? And tell us a little bit about the name of the business and or your brand. And one thing you should focus on in the new year is when you jump on a stream and I tell you to comment the name of your business and or your brand, you should do that. Even if you're not quite sold on the name of a brand, you don't have anything in the works yet, you should be letting people know a little bit about who you are and what you do. The power of networking cannot go unmistaken, ladies and gentlemen. So Black Bear Success Mastermind, text Mastermind at 314-866-4053. You literally get hundreds of dollars of free tools, free resources, free training. You get a course of the month. We have a book of the month program where we're all reading the same book. And we have lots of live training, live Q&A, and it's just a community where we're trying to grow everybody as entrepreneurs, businesses, and as individuals and human beings as well. A couple quick announcements before we get started. How many of you guys have a Roku player in your house on one of your TVs? Comment Roku if you have a Roku player in your house on one of your TVs. Why is that important? Because your boy dropped a brand new show, thanks to my girl, JP CEO and the Unheard TV network. Yes, I have a new show, 12 episodes of the Black Biz Success Show. All things about how to grow as Black entrepreneurs, how to grow these businesses. And it's dropping on Roku. And if you will go and download the Unheard TV channel on your Roku player, take a picture of it and send it to your boy, guess what? I'm gonna send you on a free vacation. Yep, that's right. We're not playing any games. Also, because of the show, we are in search of sponsors and show partners. So if you want to partner with me in the Black Bear Success Show, all you got to do is comment keyword sponsor, and I'll tell you what it takes, what it looks like. If you want to get in front of 30 to 50,000 people every single month, then the Black Beard Success Show is something that you want to become a partner of and support your boy, man, and help me get the message out to more and more people. Also, the Cortez Hustle Show is getting ready to line up guests for the next 8 weeks. If you know any dynamic entrepreneurs who are really doing their thing and you think they should be on this show, then I want you to tag them in this episode so I can reach out to them, get them scheduled. They got to be successful entrepreneurs doing some major things. And I like to talk to entrepreneurs who got great stories, but also who want to make a ton of money and also want to make a huge impact in their respective community. So if you know any entrepreneurs like that, make sure you guys tag them in the comments and I'll reach out to them. We start every show here on the Cortez Hustle Show with a quote of the day. And today's quote says this. As I was listening to some Jim Rohn this morning, he said, life is simple. You avoid danger and you seize opportunities. The challenge is understanding the difference between the two. Life is simple, right? Every day we wake up, we're trying to simply avoid danger and seize opportunities, right? That's what life is all about, avoiding danger, seizing opportunities. The challenge comes in knowing the difference between the two. And with all the noise going on in the economy, in the world, entertainment, social media, all of this stuff, we have been hoodwinked and bamboozled to believe that every opportunity is dangerous and the things that are dangerous are opportunities. Yeah, I'm gonna run that one back. Because of where we are in today's global economy, we have been constantly trained that those things that are opportunities are dangerous, and the things that are dangerous, we have come to know them as opportunities. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you this. There is no greater opportunity that exists than living in today's day and age where we have the internet, we have social media, we have the barriers and the walls have literally come down between most of humanity and entrepreneurship and in terms of businesses. There are literally no more gatekeepers between you, your idea, and the general public. There used to be gatekeepers that said, hey, if you want to start a business, you got to go through this route. You got to get approved by these people, and then we can put you in front of some customers. Nope, not today. You got an idea, you can put yourself in front of some customers right now, every single day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And then you can let the market decide whether your idea is valid versus letting some old person in a suit because they've been around for a while tell you whether or not you've got a great idea or you got a business worth pursuing. So never lose sight of that, man. We should be focusing on seizing opportunities and avoiding danger. Most of us don't have a lot of danger in our lives on a regular and consistent basis, right? Other than the normal stuff, looking both ways before you cross the street and that kind of stuff. But really, you should be seizing opportunities. And we got to flip this narrative in our head that says opportunities like the pursuit of freedom that comes with entrepreneurship, running a business, starting a nonprofit organization, making an impact in our community, starting programs for the youth. We see those things as dangerous, right? We're afraid of those things, but those things will ultimately lead to the number one thing that we are all after, and that is our freedom. That is liberation. That is peace, mind, joy, happiness comes from the pursuit of those things that you are passionate about. You got to get out of the mindset that those things are dangerous. So that's what we're talking about today. That is the quote of the day right here on the Cortez Hustle Show. And I told you guys, if you have a Roku player and you download the Unheard TV channel on your Roku player, take a picture of it and send it to me. I'm going to give you guys a free vacation. And guess what? I thought that I would show you some of the over 30 destinations that you get to choose from if you want to participate and support your boy. Just download the channel, because even just downloading the channel helps us out. But obviously, I want you to watch the show as it debuts this coming Wednesday, January 5th. But check out the list of free vacation destinations that I have for you if you download the Unheard TV channel on your Roku player. Hoo-wee, how easy is that, man? You download a channel on your Roku player and you get a free vacation voucher, man. Doesn't get any easier than that. I apologize to those of you who may be listening to this on the podcast only, but we've got destinations like Yosemite, San Diego, Atlanta, Myrtle Beach, Daytona Beach. I mean, there's over 30 destinations that you could choose from. And just keep in mind, you can always go to thecortezhustleshow.com to see the replay of the podcast and actually see the video if you want to look at my mug. So, what are things that you focusing on in business in 2022? Right? I want you to comment in the chat. What are you focusing on for 2022 in your business? I'm going to give you some ideas here, and you guys know, as I always do, I posted the link to this article. This is from entrepreneur.com. It says top 10 changes your business needs to be ready for in 2022. And I think this one does list the name of the author. So let me give you a little bit about the author who put this thing together, in case you guys want to go follow her. She is Jessica Wong, right? Founder and CEO of Valux Digital. As a digital marketing expert with more than 20 years of success-driven bottom-line results for clients through innovative marketing programs aligned with emerging strategies. So Jennifer Wong, this is her take on the 10 things that you should be focused on in 2022, right? Let's see. COVID-19 has changed the economy dramatically over the past 2 years. Businesses must adapt to survive a post-pandemic future in 2022. Maybe not, right? Because from the looks of things, we could be going through another shutdown, right? Let's be clear. Cases are up all over the country, so we don't know if we're actually going to find ourselves in a post-pandemic economy just yet. Over the past 2 years, the economic landscape has changed dramatically because of the COVID-19 pandemic, as the global economy is preparing for a hopefully post-pandemic future in 2022. Businesses need to adapt to changing landscapes to survive and thrive. Number one on the list, purpose overrides product features, right? Purpose overrides product features. What does that really mean? I've been telling you guys since I came online and had success with my first network marketing opportunity. The reason I was able to recruit over 300 people into that opportunity is because I not only told them what the program was about, but people latched on to my why. Why was I so passionate about bringing that opportunity to the forefront? And that's what it means here. Companies no longer exist simply to make profits. Leading brands are competing and excelling because they have clearly defined purpose. According to Deloitte's 2022 Global Marketing Trends, having a purpose has changed from aspiration to strategic priority. There's a few things that you need to be communicating all the time about your brand. And if you guys are looking for something to help you with branding, then you should check out my soon to be released or re-released personalbranding365.com. It is a complete personal branding training protocol that will help you understand some of these things and how to build a powerful, profitable personal brand, right? Personalbranding365.com. But brands growing at a rate of 10% or above are turning purpose into action in a more comprehensive manner than those growing at a slower rate. People want to know why you care, right? They want to know why you are building whatever it is that you're building, because yeah, the features of your product are great. Yeah, the benefits and the outcomes are amazing. But if I put a lot of money in your pocket, what are you going to do with that money? Yeah, don't ask me why people care what you're going to do with your money, but they do. And they decide who they're going to spend with based on the mission and the purpose behind the person behind the brand. It's just a fact. You can sleep on that if you want to. Your boy is not, though. I'll tell you that. Number two on the list, customer knowledge is redefined. The most successful brands understand that their customers are at the center of every decision they make. To be able to reach customers efficiently and cost effectively, businesses need to understand their customer segments. Few companies have only one type of customer whom they can address in their marketing. Clarifying customer personas and driving them into clear segments allows your business to target each segment specifically, right? So I'm guessing at this point, if you've been around business for any length of time, you know the importance of identifying your target market, right? But in the identification of that target market, you have different segments within that market. Give you an example. I have a software platform that any business can use. I'm aiming this software platform at Black businesses first and foremost because there's a technology gap between how Black businesses operate and how other businesses operate, and it's causing us to lose a tremendous amount of money because we're not running our businesses as effectively and as efficiently as we can. Right now, I could push this software platform to, let's say, daycare owners, right? Nothing wrong with that. That's an industry. But you also know if I push it to daycare owners, there are different types of daycare owners out there. There are daycare owners that are more focused on just care and nurture. There are daycare owners that are focused on actual academics and teaching the children. There are daycare owners that might be more Afrocentric, where they're not only teaching, but they're teaching our history. I need to know that and be able to segment those daycare providers into different groups. So when I put a marketing message out in front of this segment, it hits home with them. My target is the same, it's daycare providers, but within that target, there are specific types of daycare providers. There are, in this demographic, most daycare providers are women, but there are some male-owned daycare providers. I need to know how many male providers that I want to reach and grab, because with my marketing messages, that determines what I say, how I say it, and where those messages appear, right? So customer knowledge is redefined. You got to have your target audience, but then you got to segment those audiences, because every message that I would send to a daycare owner is not going to land. And I give you guys this example all the time. In a crowded space, one of the best ways to grab somebody's attention is to say their name, is to talk directly to them. And that's how your marketing messages have to come across, as if this person is talking. I know there's a lot of people in this space, but this message is only talking to me. So we got 8 more to go. Before we get into those 8, though, it's time for 1 minute motivation. If you're new to the Cortez Hustle Show, 1 minute motivation is where we play a short motivational video, usually 60 to 90 seconds or so. And I'm going to ask that if you're watching us live, comment one of your takeaways. I'm going to give you a couple takeaways for mine. So let's get into 1 minute motivation right here on the Cortez Hustle Show.
I got cut from Canada. My dad, in his pickup truck, came down 4 o'clock in the morning, picked me up in Miami from Tampa. We lived in a little apartment in Tampa. He drove down in his little pickup truck to Miami to get me when I was cut from the CFL. And I thought, well, I leave home like you guys left home. I'm ready to tackle the world, to get after it, achieve my dreams and goals. Crushed by 22, 23 years old. Now I got to move back in with my mom and dad. I played on great teams, though. Wait a second, this is not supposed to be my future. I'm supposed to be in the NFL right now. I'm supposed to be making a lot of coin and buying my parents, buying me, taking care of my wife, but it never happened. So I pulled out my wallet. I thought, well, let me see how much money I have. I opened it up. I had a 5, a 1, and change. Well, at least I rounded up to $7. But I thought, God, ain't this a bitch? I got $7 in my pocket. Where the f do I go now? What do I do? I can't go back to CFL. The point comes where you hear that voice, the big run's over. Like, you're done, right? So I heard that voice. So as Coach was saying, man, I hold on to that. I'm telling you, I keep my back is up against this mother. We laugh, we joke, we have a good time, but my back is still up against this mother. I do not forget it. What this also helps me do, and again, it works for me, is at some point, you gotta be tired of not being number one. You have to be, and you gotta play angry, and I play angry.
Hoo-wee. Man, listen. I love studying successful people. I love to hear that from someone like The Rock, who could literally command $1.5 million for a social media post, right? That's how much he is loved around the world, hundreds of millions of followers, right? But he talked about being cut from the CFL, which was already a death blow in a lot of cases, because his goal was to be in the NFL. So I didn't make it to the NFL. I'm in the CFL, and I get cut from the I can't even make it in the CFL. How do you deal with disappointment? How do you deal with being derailed? How do you pick up the pieces when your goals and your dreams have seemingly been shattered, right? How do you pick up the pieces? How do you move on from there? How do you go from playing at the University of Miami with Ray Lewis and Warren Sapp, not making it to the NFL, getting cut from the CFL, ready to take on the world with $7 in your pocket? He says, you got to get mad, man. Some of y'all ain't mad enough about your situation. Some of you guys are not angry enough. And I know we live in a society that tells us to be content. We live in a society that tells us to be grateful. Man, I am grateful as heck, but I'm not satisfied. I want y'all to hear me. Oh, we got lights, we got heat, we've got running water, we've got warm water, we've got food in the cupboards. I am thankful. I got my health, I've got my strength. My wife is strong, my kids are healthy and strong, my mom's healthy and strong, my brothers. I am thankful, but I'm not satisfied. Cortez, why are you not satisfied? Because I know the gifts and the talents and the special abilities that have been buried inside of me. And based on that knowledge, I haven't lived up to my fullest potential yet. Now, if you are giving it 120 and you have been, and your 120 has produced the life that you have, and that's all that you can produce from giving your 120, then you can be content. But I know there's been some fears, there's been some apprehensions, there have been some procrastination, there's been some lack of study, there's been some things that has caused me to not tap fully into everything that I have. And I know that I can make an even bigger impact on this world. So, no, don't tell me to be content. No, don't tell me to be satisfied. No, don't tell me that it is what it is. No, it is what the heck I make it. And for me and mine, I'm making it a heck of a lot more than what it is right now. Are you letting your past drive you? Right? Because this could be a good thing and the bad thing. Because some people look back, like if I look back on being raised by a single mom on welfare, and I look back and I see, man, I remember we had the house with the holes in the wall, and the rats came in, and we had the roaches, and the building was almost condemned. It was a mess, right? My mom was doing the best that she could, but if I look back, and she had $900 per month, right? $300 worth of welfare check, a $300 Social Security check because I lost my dad when I was 11, and $300 worth of food stamps to raise 6 kids on, right? If I look back on that with the wrong perspective compared to where I am today, I could be saying that I made it, but that's not what I look back on. I look back and say, even back then, Cortez, you had some untapped, unrealized potential, even as a kid. And you've grown through 47 years of your life, not fully tapping in to everything that you are. And as a result, somebody somewhere is waiting on you to maximize your full potential, because it's going to impact them in a way, it's going to activate them in a way that they can then maximize their full potential. You to ask yourself this question. This is one of the questions that drive me, right? I heard Ray Higdon say this probably 6-8 months ago. Who loses when you don't win? Who else loses when you don't win? Yeah, I'm going to lose if I don't win. If I don't win, that could mean that my wife and my kids are going to lose. If I don't lose, that could mean that my mom doesn't lose, that my mom doesn't win. If I don't win, that could mean that my brothers and sisters could struggle a little bit more than they have to struggle, right? But what about all the lives that you're meant to impact directly, and more importantly, indirectly, when you live out your potential, and you can put out a video like this, when you can write a book, when you can do public speaking, when you can do all the things that God has called you to do, but you're refusing to tap into your full potential. And you never know, because you're scared to start that podcast, what one word from your podcast could do in the life of someone else. Kind of like the experience that Gandhi had that led him on the mission to liberate India. So it's not that I'm not grateful. I'm eternally grateful. I'm blessed, right? But when I look at all the things that God has put inside of me from a talent perspective, from a creative genius perspective, from a patience perspective, which is one of my superpowers. No, I'm not satisfied. No, I'm not content. No, I am not okay with the existence that has been carved out for me. No, I'm not okay with the person that the world has told me that I can be. No, I'm not. And that, my friend, is 1 minute motivation right here on the Cortez Hustle Show. I don't know where that rant came from. I don't know if it's helped somebody, but go after the innermost best version of yourself, and then let the chips fall where they may, and then you can decide if you're going to be content. You can decide if you're going to be happy with where that takes you. But if you know, like I know, Cortez, you ain't even scratched the surface of being the best version of yourself yet. So I don't even know what to compare my existence to based on what it could be if I give it everything I got. 1 minute motivation is brought to you by the Black Biz Success Mastermind, where we are a group of entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs, and those who love to support and network with Black-owned businesses on a mission to make Black people the #1 employers of Black people in the next 2 generations. Yes, we ain't playing no games. And how do we do that? We do that by closing the tech gap in business, right? There's a wealth gap for us amongst other cultures as a community of Black people. But in business, there's a tech gap because Black people are less likely to embrace the technology that can help them grow and scale their businesses. That's why we don't have institutions that hire thousands of people, because we're not embracing the technology. The Black Biz Success Mastermind is helping entrepreneurs embrace that technology, how to leverage it to grow and scale their businesses. You can text Mastermind to 314-866-4053 to get your special invite to join the Mastermind community. Now, we're talking 10 areas of focus for your business in 2022. Let me just recap the first 2 real quick. Number 1, you're going to focus on purpose overrides product features, right? Your product features should do what they're supposed to do, but people aren't buying products today because of features. People aren't even buying products today because of benefits that those features can provide them. People are buying products today because of the person behind the brand, the mission of the company behind the brand. Are you communicating your mission? Number 2, customer knowledge is redefined, right? Know your audience, know how to reach every different segment of those audience. In other words, have different angles and different approaches based on the micro nuances of your target audience. Number 3, increase customer expectations. If you haven't figured out today that customers want all of everything that they're supposed to get and more, right? They want the kitchen sink, they want the whole ball of wax, they want everything. Never before have customer expectations been this high. Customers expect a seamless experience from your business as soon as they choose to connect with you. Creating these experiences is only possible if you utilize the power of technology and data. Both will help you create personalized and relevant customer experience when existing and prospective customers are interacting with you. What are you doing to create an amazing customer experience for all of your customers? Right? One of the ways that you can create an amazing experience, and this is something that I'm learning as I'm developing the Black Biz Success app, our software, our programs, and our services. Like, you can use automation to create amazing experiences, but you can also, the key to creating an amazing experience is to making them feel custom, right? What do I mean? If you don't take anything away from today's podcast, take this away. Everybody wants to feel felt. Everybody wants to feel felt. And if you're doing cookie cutter stuff, your customers aren't feeling felt. They're feeling like, oh, this is a message that goes out to everybody. Well, when you're using certain technologies and artificial intelligence, it does allow you to create a little bit more of that custom feel. So you can send messages out with addressing your customer by name, for instance. You can send messages out and in a way that it addresses their business in the messaging, right? You can send messages out. You can do short video, email responses to really talk to the individuals, right? It's amazing how technology is allowing me to send an email with a video message, and that video message has everybody's name in the video message. So it might be one video that says, hey, Brian, hey, Shalonda, hey, Lee, hey, Tom. And then the video says, I'm super excited that you have decided to partner with me with ABC Company. But it inserts the name of all of the different companies. So when you see that video, like, man, he did this video especially for me. It makes you feel felt. And that's what your customers want above anything else. We all live in this world that's so fast paced that we feel like we're just not seen. And when you can create a customer experience that makes your customers feel like in the movie Avatar, I see you. They got to feel that from your brand. Number 4, marketing strategies turn into customer journeys, right? Businesses may still think about marketing strategies, but they are really trying to understand customer journeys. This historic view of the business means that taking into account all interactions customers have with you, from the first advert someone sees to searching for information on your website, making a purchase, and navigating after-sales services, all are crucial parts of the customer's journey. And you have to bring your intentionality, like it has to be high. You have to think about every phase. Like, what is the first thing someone sees when they see your brand, no matter where they see it? Are you intentional about that? If they get a message from you via text, via email, via messenger, is that message intentionally crafted so that they feel felt, so that they're having an amazing experience on this journey, right? It's incredibly important. Number 5, marketing needs to be at the center of your growth strategy. It needs to be at the center of your growth strategy, right? Sometimes the reason you don't have enough customers is not because you don't provide a great, amazing service. It's not because you're not good at what you do. It simply comes down to the fact that not enough people know that you do it. Man, I hope y'all hear me. Sometimes it's not about how well you do a thing. It's about how well you introduce that thing to the masses. How many people actually know about your business? I ask y'all every day I jump on the stream, one thing, comment in the chat where you from, drop the name of your business and or your brand. I say that every day. Look at the comments every day. Look at the amount of people who view. And I said, man, they really don't want nobody to know about their business. Or they're saying, well, I know that if I comment on your post, it's going to give your post a little bit more juice, and that's going to grow your brand, not mine. So instead of telling the world about my business on your post, which could potentially boost your post, I'm not going to comment at all. Now, how does that work when you post something and you want people to like and comment on your stuff? Well, the law of reciprocity says you failed. I used to have that problem in my marketing. It's like, man, I can't comment on that stuff. I can't share that person's stuff because people then might go and follow that person. I used to think like that. But now that's all I do. You guys are following me, especially on the Financial Health Mentor page. Y'all see that I'm sharing stuff from everybody. Why? Because the law of reciprocity says I'm going to eat based on that act alone. But on the other side, make sure every opportunity that you get to introduce yourself, that you know how to introduce yourself in a way that tells people who you are and what you do. More importantly, it tells them how you can help them. Right? That's important. The pandemic has elevated marketing from one of the most cost centers of from one of many cost centers of the organization to the heart of everything your company does. To secure the organization's growth and prosperity, marketing needs to be firmly at the center. Now, I don't have all the answers when it comes to marketing, but I have a few. Right? I've been at this thing for a minute. I don't have all the answers, but I have a few. Right? And you should be investing in information, coaches, mentors, courses, workshops, conferences to really get a lock and hold of how do I tell more people about who I am, what I do, how I do it, how well I do it, and why I do it. Who I am, what I do, how I do it, how well I do it, and why I do it. You don't communicate anything else, communicate those 5 things. Hey, it's your boy, Cortez Hustle, founder of Thornton Online Marketing, a full-service digital marketing agency and a software company that offers a platform that is an all-in-one sales, marketing, and lead generation platform specifically designed for solopreneurs and small businesses. If you want to grow your online presence by building the assets that's going to attract more leads, nurture those leads on autopilot, convert those leads into paying customers and raving fans, then manage your brand's reputation by automating your review process, this is the platform for you. Why do I do it? Because small businesses are being run out of business every single day. More importantly, the pandemic has closed down more Black-owned businesses in the last 2 years than businesses have gone out of business in the last 50 years. And if those businesses had the right technology, they would have been able to keep their doors open. See, who I am, what I do, how I do it, how well I do it, and why I do it should be at the top of your marketing messages 24/7, 365. Number 6, digital transformation is everything, right? This is what I was just talking about. If your business has not yet started embracing digital technology, wait no longer. Utilizing technology allows you to understand the touch points of your customer's journey better. It will also enable you to create truly personalized experiences for your customers. It's going to create the ability for you to communicate wisely, efficiently, and effectively with your customer base. Again, the entire reason that the Black Biz Success software lives is because we needed an affordable way for Black entrepreneurs to build the digital assets that's going to help them increase efficiencies in their businesses, especially those who are solopreneurs, small operations, 1 to 10 employees. Like, these are the businesses that typically cannot afford to hire a big advertising agency to come in. But in today's marketplace, if you don't, that could mean the death of your business. So you got to figure out how to bring in some tools or some resources that can fill the void or to take the place of a big advertising agency, right? So we got 3 more to go, y'all. Hang with me, but I got to take a quick break. And in fact, this ad will kind of show you some of the marketing or the digitizing of your marketing and how this could help you when you leverage technology. So keep it locked right here.
Hey, yo, listen, man, I don't know about you, but as a solopreneur, the last thing I can do is afford to miss a phone call that might lead to money. So when I found out that building my website and sales funnels on the Blackbeard Success app included a dedicated phone number with boomerang text back, that was the icing on the cake for me. That means anytime my phone rings, and if I'm on a webinar, if I'm doing a podcast, if I'm away from my phone and I miss the call, the system will automatically text that person back with a message from me asking, how can I help? So I no longer miss money, ladies and gentlemen. Like, I'm getting ready to do a photo shoot right now, so I'm gonna be tied up. But if somebody's calling me about business, guess what? I'm gonna get the message and I'm gonna send them back a message that they can connect with me on blackbeardsuccess.com.
And believe it or not, that's just one of the tools that's in our entire software suite that you can get for one low monthly price, right? So we're talking 10 areas of focus for businesses in 2022. Number 7, social commerce is governing e-commerce, right? Social commerce is one, if not the fastest growing field of e-commerce. If your business relies on online sales, getting serious about the potential of social media platforms needs to be at the top of your list. For those of you who do not know what social commerce is, it's the ability to sell your products and services right on social media platforms. You guys know that all of these platforms, spearheaded by Facebook and Instagram, allow you to sell right on the platform. Because remember, all of these platforms are marketing agencies. These are marketing platforms. So they don't want people to leave the platform. So they don't want people to click on your website, leave their platform and go buy from you. So what they're doing is they're giving you the ability to sell the same thing within their platform so people never leave their platform. Because the more people stay on their platform, the more advertisement they can show those people, right? While social commerce sales reached nearly 27 billion in 2022, they are projected to grow exponentially by 2025. By then, consumers will spend nearly 80 billion, which exceeds 5% of all US-based retail e-commerce sales, right? So more and more platforms are allowing you to go in their social media platforms as you are engaging, liking, commenting on posts, checking out your favorite brands. You're able to buy from those brands right there on the spot. And this is one of the things that Black entrepreneurs don't even know about, right? So we gotta bring and close this gap. Number 8, multi-channel service is key, right? How are your customers interacting with you? Perhaps you use chatbots, contact emails, and phone-based contact centers. Your customers expect the same high level of service from all of those channels. All of them are equally important. Delivering a bad experience on the phone does not just reflect on your team answering calls, it will also impact the customer's opinions of the entire organization. Your organization will soon reap the benefits, right? According to Adobe's Total Economic Impact Study of the Adobe Experience Cloud, a multi-channel strategy can deliver 10% annual growth, 10% increased average order value, and a 25% increase in cold sales. No business can afford to miss out on that. One of the biggest places people are missing this multi-channel experience, especially in the Black community, is Google My Business, It's a free platform by the biggest search engine in the entire world, and we're not on it. We are not on it, right? We're not on it. And those of us who are on it don't manage that profile, and we're not keeping it up to date. So you could have people searching for a product you sell near me. Your profile comes up. They click to try to call you, and the phone number has changed, right? This is what I mean when I'm talking about the tech gap in Black entrepreneurship. There's a gap between some of the things that a lot of these other businesses and other cultures have at their foundation, and it allows them to move in a different manner. It allows them to continually increase revenue so they can continue to hire, so they can make bigger impacts in their community. We're struggling with these things, right? Number 9, mobility drives growth. More than 50% of internet traffic comes from mobile devices. This number continues to grow year after year while desktops use continues to decline. As a customer-centric company, you need to focus on delivering a mobile experience that is at least as good as your desktop-based website. One of the things that we provide in the Black Bear Success app is a separate mobile web editor. So you can decide if you want your website to look exactly the same on desktop and on mobile, or because the screen is smaller, you might want to put some elements inside of your desktop that you do not put in mobile, and put some things on mobile that don't appear on your desktop. Does your website look good on mobile? Does your social media handle and your social Facebook covers and those things look good on a mobile device? How are you showing up on mobile, right? Go do a search on your stuff on your phone and see how you're showing up on mobile. That alone could increase traffic to your sites. It could increase sales, because if your stuff isn't clean on mobile, if it's not clear of the actions you want people to take when they land on your site on their mobile phone, they're clicking off. They're clicking off. So go see what your stuff looks like on mobile. Heck, you can go to blackbeardsuccess.com. Go see what my stuff looks like on mobile. If you're not optimizing your stuff for mobile, you're missing it, right? And sometimes when you build your websites yourself, and nothing wrong with that. For years, I've built my own websites because I didn't have the $25, $35, $4,500 budget to have a professional team come in and do it. And I didn't know that my website looked like crap on the phone, because I built it on my laptop and it's looking good on my laptop. But then you go to the phone and people can't find the button that they need to buy and all that kind of stuff, right? Always test your stuff, see how you're showing up on mobile. Number 10, B2B becomes B2C, right? B2B stands for business to business. B2C stands for business to consumer, right? B2B environments are not immune to these changes, right? B2B buyers are now largely part of the digital native millennial generation. They no longer expect to do business at trade shows and through product trials. Instead, they are looking to their counterparts to implement digital solutions. To adapt to this changing market, B2B companies need to focus on creating B2C like experiences for their customers. So if you, like me, I sell to businesses, but I treat my businesses like the same way I would sell to a customer. I'm trying to create this amazing experience, right? I'm trying to create this amazing amount of support. I'm trying to create this ease of buying from me, right? Trying to create no-brainer type offers. It's important. Well, no matter who you're selling to, right? We got to realize that the overwhelming majority of customers now are customers who have never known a life without the internet, right? We're moving into that generation where these like the 30, 40-year-olds, they don't know life without a cell phone. Like they when they were born, the internet was here. I was born when there was no internet, right? There was no cell phone. There was pay phones on every corner, right? But now we have a generation of buyers who don't know life without a cell phone, don't know life without the internet. They can't imagine not having a phone attached to them at all times. What? They can't imagine it. So there's a different mindset when it comes to selling to them. They're looking for a different type of experience. And this is where it talks about segmenting and knowing your audience really, really well, right? So hopefully you guys got some love out of this. If you click on the link in the description to go to this article, it links to a lot of other resources. That's why I always share my source with you guys so that you can get those additional resources as well. But I appreciate you guys, man. I am praying that you have a happy, prosperous, stress-free, drama-free, entire new year of 2022. I can't wait to hear about all the amazing things that you are building. Remember, if you guys know any amazing entrepreneurs that I should be interviewing, tag them in this episode. If you guys are interested in getting a free vacation, go download the Unheard TV channel on your Roku device. Take a picture of it on your TV and send it to your boy, man. I'm gonna send you a free vacation voucher, right? And remember, the Black Biz Success Show debuts on Roku January the 5th. I am super excited about that. So that's going to do it for us. Last show of 2021. Till I talk to you guys next time, I want you to get your money up because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly, you deserve to do it, each and every single one of you. Now hustle up. But you've got to overcome fear if you're going to win.
You're tuned into the Cortez Hustle Show. Please like and subscribe.